Thank you for joining me today. This is Sarah Misiel, founder of People Architectural Group. Last Monday, we talked about recruiting. So, People Architectural Group is an organization that support businesses, regardless if you are a small to large size business. We are here to support you. So we will support in the sense of recruiting. So if you have a position that you are trying to fill, whether it's a hard to fill role, or you just if you are in HR department of one that doesn't have any HR support, or you have minimal HR support, you need somebody to come alongside you to help you. Or if you are a large to mid-sized organization that just need the additional support, we are able to assist you in filling those roles. Just yesterday, Sunday, I was talking to this organization who has two positions that they are trying to fill. So it's in the healthcare department, and we have done this before, and we are able to support those efforts at all. But for today's session, so recruiting, we have those positions available. We encourage you to go to people2group.org, people2group.com, and go ahead and fill out go under the area where you can schedule a meeting. If you have a position that you need to fill out that request, 15-30 minutes with me or someone on my team, and then we will go ahead and help you. We can help you, talk to you, and kind of scope out what it is you want us to help you with, and we can help you fill those roles. But today specifically, we are going to talk about DiSC. So what is DiSC? DiSC is a communication tool. It is an awesome communication tool, and it is a tool that helps you understand. It is a non-judgmental communication tool used for discussion of people behavioral differences. So DiSC helps you understand your communication style. It helps you understand those around you better. I don't know if you've ever been on a team and then you ask yourself, why do you connect with some people easier than others, right? Or have you noticed you relate better to colleagues who have certain characteristics similar to yours than others? Or are you more comfortable working with those who have certain approaches on solving problems that are similar to you? Or another way you may say that, I relate better with someone who is direct. We have some certain people, when you are direct, that's how they like it. They want someone to be direct, tell me what it is, and then I will go ahead and try to fix it. Or someone who is enthusiastic, the life of the party. Or someone who is even tempered, or even someone who is very analytical, right? Whatever you do, it's very analytical, and that's what you like, right? DiSC is this kind of help you understand yourself. So if you have ever wondered those, then you are really talking about this. DiSC is a model provided. It helps you have common language that people can use to better understand themselves and then adapt to their behaviors as they relate to others. Within a work team, it is very important when you are at work. It's very important to understand those who are around you and help you understand how you can go about work with them more effectively. DiSC is spelled DISC, and each of those letters stands for something, right? So when you think about the D, it stands for dominance. So somebody who has a DiSC style, who is a D, is someone who is very direct. Very direct. If you've ever had a boss, when they come to you, they are not telling you, hello, how are you? No small talk. They just go straight into what they need to. They are very firm. They are result orientated. They are strong-willed, and they are forceful. Those are the D and the DiSC style. So those individuals, they are very direct. You probably can think of someone that you work with or somebody that you know that is extremely direct, very result oriented. If you're playing sport with them, winning is everything. They want to win. They want to win. Those are some characteristics of the D, and that stands for the DISC, which is the DISC. Another one is the I. The I stands for influence. So if you think about the I's influence. So that means this individual is, if you think of someone who's very enthusiastic, if you're having a party, you want to make sure you have this person as part of your planning committee, because they will get others involved. They will be very happy about it, high spirited, they are lively, they are optimistic, and they are outgoing. So that is the part of this. Those individuals for the I. So you have D, very direct, and then you have I, that is extremely enthusiastic, right? And then you have the S in DISC, that stands for steadiness. And those individuals are very even-tempered. If you've ever been with somebody very even-tempered, they are very humble, they are patient, they are tactful. Those are the people who are more, they love being in the support side of work. They want to be able to be there to support you in what you are doing. So that is the S. So you have D, a very strong-willed, direct person. You have the I, that is very enthusiastic, and then you have this S, steadiness, that is very steady, even-tempered, and then you have the conscientiousness, which is the C in DISC. And the C is someone, if you've ever met somebody who's very analytical, they are able to make sense of their life because they can very analytical, systematic person, someone who's very private, but they are able to help you see that picture from an analytical perspective. So that person would definitely be an S. And so when you think about people, what we are is we are a mixture of all of those four letters. And even when you look at people, so no one is better, no style is better than the others. Your work style also influenced by other factors such as experience, education, and maturity. So when you think about DISC, even though you are D, you kind of, people grow into who they are. And we have the ability, based on your education, based on our experience, we are able to work with our work influence those aspects of who we are. Understanding who we are is the first step of becoming a more effective person at work and when you're dealing with others, right? So this kind of gives you a nice understanding of yourself, and it helps you understand how to work with others. Wouldn't it be nice that when you are working with someone and then you said, oh, this person is this way, and so you kind of, because you know how they are, you know that the natural, what comes natural to them, it's like you see them so happy, so you know that it's okay. I used to work with someone, and on Monday morning I come to work ready to do my work. I am for my style, I am a C and I'm an S, right? I'm a CS. So I'm even-tempered. People who knows me will tell you I'm even-tempered. They will also tell you that I am analytical. I am someone who's private. But when I'm working with other people, I get myself ready for that, right? I get myself ready. When I'm getting ready, I try to get that enthusiasm, but it doesn't come as easy for me as it would come with someone who's an I. But that doesn't mean I can't be direct. I can't be enthusiastic. I can't be, the outgoing. I can still do, because again, everyone is a mixture of everything. But I get myself prepared. It just tells you that my character it takes a little bit more energy for me to be the life of the party, as it would be for someone who's naturally an I. But when I'm working with when I'm going to work, when I'm going to facilitate a meeting, when I am going to facilitate when I'm going to a networking event, it's almost like I have to get my head going. I have to prepare myself for whatever I'm going to do because it doesn't come naturally. If I don't prepare myself, I'll go to a networking event and I'll be the person standing in the back, just watching instead of mingling, because it takes me a little bit more energy to get myself going. So, but that doesn't mean we are all a mixture. Again, the DISC, we are all a mixture of all of this style. All these styles and priorities are equally valuable. None of them is more important than the other. So this is so important when you are working with other people. It is very important that we kind of get ourselves going. So how this help you and your team? The DISC model provide a common language, like I said before, that people can use to better understand themselves and to adapt their behavior with others. So that's what you want to do. When you are working with others, you want to be able to understand who you are, and then you adapt, right? You adapt. And so within the work team, this profile can help your team increase your self-awareness, how you respond to conflict, it helps you understand what motivates you, what caused you stress, and how to solve it. And I think that is so important. You know yourself, you know how you can overcome certain things. It helps you motivate you, right? Because you know, it's like I was telling you before, I'm not an I. So if I need to put a party, if I'm gonna host a party, I need to work myself up. I need to prepare myself in order for me to be the life of the party, where somebody who is a natural I, it would naturally come to them, right? What this helps you also is help you improve working relationship with recognizing the communication needs of the team. So if you know your team, if you are a D and then you need to work with an S, so you're going to work yourself, you're going to know that being direct with that person may not be the right approach. But when you start that conversation, start it with a warm feeling. Ask them how they are doing. What are you doing? And you kind of ask them a little bit about it. Then you go into what you need to do, right? You need to ask them. So that's what this does. It helps you work with others more effectively. Also, it helps you facilitate better teamwork and team productive conflict. So if there's a conflict, you kind of work with them and you kind of help you understand their style. It helps you manage more effectively by understanding the position and priorities of employees and team members. So that's what this does. If you were to call me and say, Sarah, I want to do this training, one of the things that we would do is there is a series of questions that I would send to you, an assessment, and ask you to create that assessment, to take that assessment. And that assessment would help me understand certain things about you, right? And when I understand that, and I would go through the training, the DISC training of helping you understand yourself. And then I would give you some tools on how you can work with other people, right? The different styles. And so that's what we do when in a DISC training. We spend the time helping you understand yourself and help you understand those around you. Again, People Architectural Group has a series of training that we do, and we help people. DISC is one of the training that we provide, and when we provide this training, we kind of help you understand. It helps you understand yourself, and it helps you understand those who works around you. We encourage you, if you want to talk more about DISC, I encourage you to go to our website, people2group.com, and then feel free to go under the schedule meeting, schedule a 15 to 30 minutes with me or a member of my team, and we will be able to talk to you about DISC and all of the other training that we provide. When you work with us, we make sure that we talk to you to understand the areas needing improvement. We help you develop skills to improve your work performance and communication. We help you instill passion and enthusiasm in what you do. And for us to do that, it's like you need to understand what you bring to the table, right? When you understand what you bring to the table, that enthusiasm come out naturally, right? As I mentioned before, I have been in HR for a very long time, and I consider myself a generalist. And as a generalist, you do a little bit of everything. And however, when starting a business, I was like, what brings me alive? What are the two things that I love most in the jobs that I've done over the past 19 years? Recruiting is something that I'm passionate about. Training and development is what I do. I love. I love bringing people into the organization. I love helping people understand how they come alive. And so that's how we built a business based on that. And so when I am here working, when I'm working for 12 hours, 16-hour days, it feels okay because I am passionate. I love what I do. And my staff, everyone, if you meet my staff, every one of my staff, they are in position that they enjoy what they do. And so their work is not so much, it doesn't feel like work. And that's what we do. When we place somebody into a position, we make sure that we place people in roles that help them come to life, things that they enjoy doing. And so that's what you can expect when you work with People Architectural Group. Not only do we work with businesses to bring training to their organization, we also work with job seekers, and we also work with individuals seeking coaching, helping them know what they should be doing. So some of our clients are, from a service perspective, are individuals. I just talked to someone and said, you know what, my daughter is just getting ready to go to college, and so she is not sure yet what she wants to do. Could you help her? And I'm like, okay, yes, let's talk to her and kind of help her understand what are the, give her some kind of assessment and ask her some question to see what comes alive. And so we can kind of help direct her so she doesn't spend 4 years in college and not even, and get a degree where she's not passionate about. So we just want to be able to help her. We can help people who are already in the workforce. We can help people as young as those who are going into universities, and work. People, if you're in the workforce, we are there for you. So give us a call and we can help you from that perspective. How can one bring all characteristics of DiSC to their everyday life? Very good question. So your DiSC style, what we would do if you sign up for a training road is that we would help you understand your own style. And so once we know what your style is, you could be a blend of the two, just like myself. I am a CS, so I'm not just conscientious or just a steadiness, but I'm a blend of the two. And so it's understanding yourself is the first part. And then understand that all this style and parts are equally valuable, and everyone is a blend of all of them. So you may have your natural tendency, maybe mine is too. However, I have a blend of all of them. We all, you can be very outgoing, you can be very direct. It all depends on what the situation you are in. So yes, we are a blend of all of them. In what way does this aid in improving the workplace culture or organization? So that's a very good question, Ariel. And so the way it can help you, the DiSC help you in the work by, one, you understand yourself, and two, because you are aware of what are some of the characteristics of those other styles, the other 3 styles, right? They're all 4. So you are more conscientious when you are dealing with other people. We cannot change people, right? People are the way they are, but what we can do is we can change how we react to certain situations. So when you understand, the way you help the workplace is by you understanding yourself and by you understanding those other characteristics. So when you are dealing with people, you adjust how you are. And so that's one of the ways that you can it helps the workplace by people. Awareness is a key to so many things, right? When we are aware of ourselves It can also help you, it helps you increase your self-awareness and how you respond to conflict, what motivates you. When you know what motivates you, what causes you stress, um, you keep yourself, keep yourself in check, right? Um, um, so yeah, and it helps you facilitate better teamwork and team productivity. When you know yourself, when you understand certain situation, I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where somebody, they just, you cannot get along with them, or some people you like to work with better. And so when you go through this training, it kind of help you with that awareness piece of yourself, and help you get awareness of how you can develop strong skill by identify certain type of things that you can avoid, or you can know how to work with other people better. Do I have any example of using DiSC within the workplace? Yes. So I remember, if you can just think about, if you are doing cross-functional, a lot of times when people are working within within teams, right? Sometimes when we are working with our team, we feel like our goal is the same. We feel like we get along fine because it's our one team. But once you start working with another team, that's when a lot of time you see different priorities shows up, and you see people are not getting along as well. But then, or maybe if you are, let me use this other example. So let's say you have someone, if you're working with someone, and that person on Monday morning come in here, hello, you would, if you're not a morning person, and that person is always happy, always enthusiastic, it's like you just want to get your cup of coffee first, right? And then this person comes in here, and they just, like, you would think they've been up for hours and just excited all the time, and you're like, oh my gosh, this person just drained me. If you and ask this person, and I could drain you, right? And so what you could do is, because you know who you are, this person is not trying to get on your nerve, right? And that's what this does. That you're an S, and this person is an I. He's enthusiastic. He's the life of the party, and it's 7:00. You have your 7:00 meeting, and this person is just like, oh my goodness, what's going on? And then you just like, come on, calm down. And so what this does is, because you've gone through this training, because you understand this person is not trying to get on your nerve, this person is just, this is what comes naturally for them. That person is just happy. It doesn't matter if they wake up at 7 a.m. or it's at 4 a.m. They're still on high. And you, as the steady, it's just like, okay, I'm going along. I'm here. It's 7:00. I'm there, But when you understand that this person, you understand yourself, you understand, like, okay, I'm even tempered. In my head, I am going crazy because this person is too lively at 7 a.m. I have not had my coffee. Just be quiet. But you'll just, as an S, if you're an S, you probably would just sit there in your head. You're probably just mad as can be. But because this person is just too lively at 7 a.m. But you're just taking it. But now, if after this training, after you understand yourself better, you understand that this person is not trying to get to you. This is what comes naturally to them. And this person is just doing what comes natural. They're outgoing, they are enthusiastic. They will, if you are having, you have a group you're trying to form, you want somebody, that come natural to come and rally the team together. So yeah, so this is kind of like an example. If you were to go on, take this training, Ariel, we would go into more examples of how the different characteristics that would come up out of each of those styles. Okay, I hope that explains it a little bit for you. How long is a DiSC training? A DiSC training can be, right now we're doing a lot of things online, all of our training online because of COVID. And so the first training would be about 2 hours. We can do a half a day to a full day training. It depends on what the clients want. But for right now, we would just do a 2-hour session. But how does People Architectural Group differ from other recruiting company? Okay, so this is about recruiting company. So what we do is, this is more about the recruiting part. People Architectural Group, I would say what's different than us is that more than filling position requisitions, we want to make sure that people understand how they come alive. And so we are not going to I'm not just so I can make money, I'm not just going to put somebody who's the wrong fit into a role. And so I think there's a lot of company out there, they want to fill people, they want to fill position, and then that's it. Us, we want to kind of help you. That's why last week when I talked about, I say, if you don't have a robust onboarding plan, we want to partner with you, because my people, I care about the people that I put in roles. I won't put you if I feel like a company is not the right fit, the company does not have the right culture. If they don't have the right culture, that's one thing. If they are aware that there's something wrong with their culture and they want to fix it, that's another thing, right? But if a perfect example, I was talking to an HR manager, and she told me my CEO does not care about people. Well, that's not a company that I want to work with. We want to work with people a company who loves people, who are working with people, want to develop their people, want us to come in alongside with them and help the people understand what they do best. Those are the company we work with. So we are not just about filling positions. We are about putting people into roles that they come alive in, roles that they are good at, roles that gonna make them become a career for them. So that's what we do. Okay, Rob. Thank you so much for all of the questions. Great questions. I look forward to our next session, which is going to talk next Monday. Our next session is going to be about 5 behaviors of a team. Again, when you think about a team that is not being successful, usually there is a key thing. There are certain things that keeping them from working together. And so 5 behaviors of a team is another training that we provide. And next Monday, I'll give you kind of an overview of 5 behavior and see if it's a fit for you. Again, DiSC 5 behavior is just 2 of the trainings that we provide. Again, People Architectural Group is there for you. We are there to help you assess what the needs are for your organization, whether it's talent, workforce planning, or training. We are able to assist you. My name is Sarah Michel. I am the founder of People Architectural Group. I want to thank you for being here with me today, and I look forward to you joining us again next week.